Hey guys, it's Jo, and I'm so glad that you're here. So today's video is going to be an update on our wedding that is now less than 6 months away, and the first major disappointment I've had during my wedding planning process and how I'm handling it. If you watch my previous videos, you'll know that I'm doing a destination wedding in Mexico. We're doing it at a resort. First thing I want to talk about is the attire. We are doing an Indian American fusion wedding. For most of the events, I'm actually going to be wearing Indian clothes because that's how I always saw myself when I was a little girl. Thinking about my wedding, I need 3 outfits, one for the Sangeet, one for the wedding ceremony, and one for the reception. I have picked out 2 of the 3 outfits. I picked out my wedding dress and my reception outfit. I'm actually getting them designed by an amazing designer in Queens. After the wedding, I'll go into a little bit more detail and maybe I'll take some clips of when I go in for my fittings. The last dress is for the Sangeet. So this is not as formal of an event in my family, so every family is different. I'm looking for a really pretty, elegant, lightweight dress that'll look good in Mexico, but also still make me stand out. I'm still on the hunt for that. Nate is going to be wearing an Indian outfit for only one of the events. He's going to be wearing it for the Sangeet. Based on the outfit that I get for that event, he will match me. And we're still trying to decide for the boys if we are going to go with like a generation tux or if we're going to go and just tell everybody to wear whatever color suit we decide. I'm letting my bridesmaids choose whichever dress they want in the particular color, and so they can wear Indian or American. Most are opting for Indian because they said that this is one of the only times they'll get to wear an Indian outfit. That's up to them with how much they want to spend and the look that they're going for. My mother and my mother-in-law, they have both gotten their dresses already, and so cute. They both are gonna look amazing for the wedding. So number 2, we booked our DJ and still have not done the work for it. We still need to give him our playlists. In his service, he has an app and we can add the music that we want. We have not done that yet, and he does want us to put the Indian music in there just so he knows exactly which kind of music we want. So one of my bridesmaids is really good with music. She also was at my bachelorette party, so you can watch that vlog as well. So I'm gonna have her help me out. For our photography, we haven't really connected, and it's okay. I'm following them on social media, so I'm watching their new events that come up, and I'm still just as excited. For decor, we've stayed in touch with our guy. He might be helping us out with a couple of our guest favors that we're going to be putting in the bags. Once the wedding happens, I will be able to reveal all of it. Flowers. I paid my deposit for the florist that I was really excited to use. So I did ask the hotel vendor to give me a quote based on what I was looking for. They were just very vague on the setup, the delivery, those types of questions, which those are the things that can really add up. Overall, the pricing was not drastically different from the other people that I had reached out to. I went with the person that had really great reviews on the resort's bridal Facebook page. Hair and makeup. I haven't had a reason to contact them recently, but again, I'm following them on Facebook and Instagram, and their work is absolutely amazing. The next portion is going to be the vendors that I'm actually using from the resort. So I'm going to be using the resort's preferred henna artist, and I do need to drop a deposit off to her within the next week. We are also going to be using the resort's preferred vendor for using the Indian drums. So one of the things that Nate really enjoyed from my cousin's wedding was the live drummers. So we're going to be doing that. And then we're also going to be having a mariachi band for one of our events. Supposedly, I'm going to be getting in touch with my designated wedding coordinator from the resort by the end of the month. Very much looking forward to it so I can get a better vision and understanding of how everything's going to work out. So up until this point, things are going amazing. I'm telling my friends, I can't believe I'm planning a wedding. I'm so not stressed out. Things are just simple, easy. Who cares? Everything's going great. Now comes the drama that happened earlier this week. So I'm planning the whole event. Everything's going great. But how do you get your guests to get the information for this amazing event that's happening in another country? The invitations. Here's what happened. I went through Etsy for my invitations initially. I really liked the passport design, so I chose a couple of different vendors, got their samples, and I chose the person I liked the most. They were in England. Their reviews were incredible, and I was excited to get everything started, and I didn't want to get the invitations too soon. I'm in a super small apartment, so we knew the timeline of when we wanted to send the invitations out. 2 to 3 months before the RSVP date, because we had sent out our save the dates at the end of the year last year. I created the design by myself. They have a template and you put everything in. If you want to change a font, you need to know that beforehand, but they don't tell you that beforehand and then try to charge you more. It was just bizarre. Realizing that time is getting into a crunch, I'm going to pay for expedited shipping. Let's get this show rolling. I paid for the expedited shipping and gave the go-ahead at the end of April. They said that it takes 12 working days to get the invitations printed and ready to ship. At the 12-day mark, I messaged them and asked them, hey, what's the update? It was silence for 5 days. On May 15th, they finally reached back out to me. And she says, oh, there's an issue with the printer, so we don't know when we're gonna get your order out. Excuse me? I was baffled. You don't know when my order is gonna get out? I specifically ordered my invitations so it would arrive at an appropriate time, and the lead time she gave me, she said that it was gonna be the longest time that they would really need. There was an issue with the printer days before the actual date that it was supposed to be done, and they did not reach out to me. At this point, I'm freaking out. Our wedding RSVP date is August 8th. I wanted to give my guests at least 2.5 months to make their payments on their rooms and figure out their travel arrangements. And she told me she doesn't know when she can get me the invites. I'm confused. Where was the communication? No communication. I keep asking her, is there a date that you can possibly tell me? Because if it's gonna make my delivery date to the end of May, that's gonna be really tough. And she just said, it should be there by the end of May. The estimated delivery date was supposed to be May 17th. So telling me at the end of May is the best that you can do, what am I supposed to say? I talked to my sister and my matron of honor. We needed a backup plan. I actually fell in love with these. I made up a mock draft of the invitations in case I didn't hear from the Etsy provider. The day goes on, she's not reaching out to me. I'm asking her, hey, any update, any update? She says she doesn't know. Then all of a sudden she says, she'll try to find tracking information for me. My question is, if the day before they had not printed and they are intricate to put together, how are they ready to go? What was happening? She said they would be out the door on Thursday and she would have a tracking number. This is in England. It is 5 hours ahead of schedule than where we are on the East Coast. I waited till end of business day England time. She had not responded. She had not told me anything. At that point, I messaged and I'm like, hey, I don't want this shipping. I don't want this. We need to do a refund because this was getting too crazy. Because I did not hear from her for end of business day England time, I placed an order with another vendor and I am in the process of doing a chargeback and going through Etsy for a refund. Today, she messaged me in the morning saying that I should be receiving them by next Wednesday and kept saying, I am beating the time that you asked for, which was end of May. Our contracted time was 12 days from the go-ahead. So I'm not sure what she's trying to pull. I have all the documentation. She was being extremely rude. She said, oh, you need to cancel your other invitations because you just placed them and I'm sending you yours. I'm thinking, you did not contact me about the delay. And had I not contacted you about the delay, you would not have reached out to me to tell me that they're late, that something's happening. So she did not fulfill her contract and also gave me so much stress. I just do not want to work with her. Once I get the information sorted out with my credit card company, I definitely will be revealing the company that did this because I just feel like if you are hiding something from your clients, there's something else going on. So that's some of the drama that I've been going through. I want to hear what your tea is. Tell me about some wedding drama that you have had in the past or that you're going through right now. I want to know that I'm not alone and dealing with some craziness. So please comment below what's going on in your wedding planning journey. I will definitely do a 3-month before the wedding update, and that'll also be the end of the RSVP deadline. So that way I can get you some real numbers and discuss a little bit more of what we're budgeting and all the fun things that we're planning to do. I really appreciate you watching. If you can like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Bye.